Hello everybody, I'm Bryan from Orchids by Bryan, and today I am so excited to do a nursery tour of Quest Orchids here in Miami, Florida. You are going to be blown away, look at those flowers, by the plants that you're going to see here today at this incredible nursery. So before we begin, I'm going to transition over to Gabriel from Quest Orchids to do a little introduction, and then we're going to check out some blooms. So with that, over to Gabriel.
My folks, Segundo Yolanda Cuesta, kind of started the business back in '83. Now, the current property that we're in right now, we actually moved here after Hurricane Andrew. So we bought the property in '93, but we didn't officially open up until '94. So if you probably kind of see there, if you pan, we only initially had 2 greenhouses. And back then, of course, too, in the middle house, primarily we had Phalaenopsis because that was a whole different game back then. But now, of course, as you can imagine, so we've, in terms of like what we tend to kind of specialize in, like Cattleyas is kind of our bread and butter. So standards, as you can probably see here, this is species Ludemaniana right here. We love the standards. But that kind of like, it's not just with standard cats. We also do a lot of things with like stuff in the Caribbean, Central America. That includes Schomburkias. You have also natural hybrids, like say, for example, like Guatemalensis, and so on and so forth. The only thing we really don't do is like micro Cattleyas, for example, like Sulfuritis, like Coccinia. It's just, you know, during the day it's not a problem during the day. It's nighttime that's an issue, especially down here in South Florida because we're so tropical, subtropical. But otherwise, other than that, you know, and then, you know, that's kind of our passion right here. But like breeding is also another thing that we've honestly, like, with both my folks, they've been doing ever since, and I've kind of carried the torch, you know, since I got dragged into this rabbit hole, let's just say. But no, I mean, how I kind of grew up with this was just I was pretty much tagging along with my folks, you know, and going to some of the different shows. I was probably a little bit of a pain in the butt because I would kind of go into some of the old exhibits thinking they were playgrounds and not like for, you know, plant displays. But, you know, a lot of influences, not just from my parents, but from like many people who have come and gone in this business and hobbyists as well. And that's really kind of where the passion kind of like got me into it. And it's always ever evolving because you kind of have to have the mind of a student when you're kind of doing something like this. And that's really the only kind of way you're going to go forward, because you're going to stumble, unfortunately. It doesn't matter where you are, you're going to stumble, take a step back, but as long as you kind of learn from those mistakes, you can absolutely take two steps forward. But yeah, I mean, here, like you'll see in this first house, we have a lot of Cattleyas. Majority of these are all blooming size. The middle house in the center right there, typically, unless we have plants that we pulled out that are just opening up, typically that house tends to be plants that we're just developing. So they're not quite blooming size yet. They'll be at like starting from like seedlings all the way at the front. And then sequentially, as we kind of move all the way to the eastern part of the greenhouse, you'll start to see they really increase in size as with age. So the ones at the tail end are about pretty much ready to be pretty much transferred to brighter lighting so they can start producing flowers.
All right, so now that we got a brief introduction to this amazing nursery, Quest Orchids, let's go and see what they have in bloom. This is going to be a treat of an episode. I am so excited. Check out this specimen. And this is going to be a common theme in this video. What a plant this is. So pretty. Look at the size of this orchid. And there are flowers everywhere. I believe this is a Ludemaniana hybrid, or Ludemaniana, specimen that they have here at Quest Orchids. And they just have so many special Cattleyas. And it's going to be hard to capture everything. Here's a nodosa. Savala nodosa in bloom. Wonderful Caribbean species, and this is again a massive specimen plant. So now Quest Orchids, as Gabriel mentioned, specializes in Cattleya orchids, if you haven't noticed. And they have some amazing, amazing stuff. Here's another beautiful plant. Look at that flower. Hopefully you can see it. This is a BLC George Hauserman, the original plant that they have here at Quest Orchids. And look at the size of it. That is amazing. And then here's another beautiful bifoliate Cattleya. Look at the spots. Wow. You will definitely find just about any Cattleya variety here at their nursery. There is another one I do want to highlight over here on the other side, another bifoliate, but here's those Schomburkias that Gabriel was talking about, and we'll see some varieties here on this tour that are really gorgeous, from Schomburkias, the true Schomburkias, growing like specimen-sized plants here. This guy's blowing in the wind. Unfortunately, it's a little bit hard to highlight the flower. Oh, it looks like I can maybe highlight this one here. I'll do my best to highlight the names of the orchids. I'm trying to look above. Like I said, they have humongous specimens. Look at the size of the Schomburkia in spike. They have more flowers right here. Wow. Really, really special nursery this is. Quest Orchids, if you're in Miami, pay them a visit and do some shopping to see some incredible, incredible Cattleyas. Let's see. I don't see the tag on that particular one, but like I said, we have plenty more flowers to show you here. That you won't have any shortage. They did just get back from the Fort Lauderdale Orchid Show and sold many flowering plants. Here's BLC Village Chief Rose King. And like, look at these divisions. Like, these are no small plant. So if you're looking for like a full-sized, large division or clone, depending on the orchid itself, you can get them here. Look at this. That is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful flower. And this is a LC Schomburkia, Schomburkia. Really pretty. Now, most of their orchids are grown in inorganic media here. It works well for them in their growing conditions. Look at this. So you'll see plants growing in charcoal perlite. I think it's lava rock. Look at that flower. Wow. Some of these plants are really deep. Let's see. I can't get the tag of that flower. Of course, if there's any plant in this video that you're interested in purchasing a division, screenshot the video and send it to the team here at Quest Orchids Gabriel and his mom and dad. They are so knowledgeable and helpful, and Gabriel is a wealth of knowledge and advice. You can tell that they love the plants that they grow here. And obviously the flowers and the plants, they're happy. Here's another nodosa. Even has some seed pods. They have several divisions. And check out this. Wow. How special. Let's see what this guy is here. This is another Schomburkia Colombiana by Cattleya guatemalensis. Make sure I get that tag back in here. There we go. And check out this guy. Look at these flowers here. These look like they're on their way out. And here are some more fresh flowers. Look at that. Oh my gosh. So many Schomburkias and Schombokats that they're growing here. Quest Orchids. And this flower spike goes all the way down to this massive, massive plant. And as you can see, they have more about to bloom here. Here's another flower spike. You can actually get a close-up of the flower. Really, really special. Now check out these. Holy cow. Talk about a sea of blooms. That is so impressive. And you can see, look at how happy they are. I mean, the roots, crazy amount of roots. Here's the name of this guy. This is that Colombiana by Guatemalensis. And they have several plants in bloom right now, as you can see. And again, they have orchids in baskets, on mounts, in pots, both terracotta and plastic. Here's a wonderful nodosa hybrid. Very pretty flower. Let's see. This is, yeah, yellowbird. The yellowbird. Classic. Now check out this huge white Cattleya. Holy cow. Is that not perfect? And it has several blooms on every side. Wow. I don't know. I can't see the tag, unfortunately, but what a bloom. What a nursery. They have BLC George King Serendipity. Several plants available to pick from. Really, really special place. So now we're going to continue walking down here. There are a couple flowers that I want to highlight. One of which I'm actually picking up to add to my collection. It's a Walkeriana hybrid. Now look at this. This is amazing. This is, they just repotted this one. They said they had to have a custom basket made for this orchid here, not in flower, but this is the Guatemalensis Aurantiaca by Skinneri with the large charcoal pieces. What a plant. That is humongous. Okay, here's what I'm picking up. This is the sample. How pretty is that? And they have plants available that are in bud. Let's see if I can get the name on this side here. There it is. Trying to see if I can find a better. There it is. Walkeriana by Xingfeng Royal. Walkeriana hybrid. Look at the delicate pink flares on each petal. And the fragrance on this is unbelievable. I mean, you can smell this from like 10, 15 feet away. So impressive. And they're selling these for $45 and $50. It's a great price. Now check out this guy here. That is another amazing plant. Look at the blooms. And here's the name of this one. Hopefully you can see that there. It's focusing for me. Really pretty. Dark, deep red flowers. And then I wanted to highlight this guy over here because I couldn't see him from the other end. Look at that. Wow. Wonderful bifoliate Cattleya. Stays relatively compact. Hey. Now I'm going to continue over here. Here's another Ludemaniana in bloom. This is Cattleya Ludemaniana Jim Elmore. It's a AMAOS award-winning plant. Super floral fragrance. And it has several blooms. Look at that. And now this right here is one of Quest Orchids' original hybrids. Gabriel mentioned that they breed their own orchids here. This is a Quest Orchids original. Check out that flower. That is beautiful. Look at that. Oh my gosh. And here's the name. Really, really pretty. What a plant. This is one of my favorites, I think, that they have here at Quest Orchids. Just the color is so deep and vibrant. Really, really special. Okay, now over here, I'm going to highlight their vanilla orchids. Look at their vanilla growing in this nursery. They have several different types, including variegated vanilla. And then this up here is a Cuban variety of vanilla, almost leafless. It's really, really special. Now, when I first arrived here, Gabriel was showing me these Lincoln Stylus that are humongous. I'm going to step back to show you how big these plants are. This plant has to be at least like 10 feet tall. Not even kidding. And check out the blooms. Wow. They have different varieties, and this is the mother plant. I believe this is the, maybe actually, there's another one of these here. This is, I think this is actually a division of the mother plant. I think the actual mother plant is, yeah, it's over here. They were showing me they have several huge specimens in bloom here. It's just like unbelievable. This place is amazing. Very nice. Now, I did skip right over this guy. I wanted to show you. I think it's on its way out, potentially. Look at this wonderful little flower. Very delicate. Miniature orchid. You can see another flower here. Up above. There it is. Really, really pretty. There's the name. Okay. So now let's continue down this way. We have some more blooms to highlight. Here's another one of those mini orchids I just showed you, potentially better flowers. So nice. Okay. They have a great variety, like Gabriel was mentioning. This is where their seedlings start their journey, and as they grow up, they eventually make their way into the house that I just highlighted. But we'll show you a couple others that were in bloom and available that I'm excited to show you. But look at this flower before we get there. Wow. Stunning. Let's see. I see the name there. If I can get it, maybe. There we go. Golden Zell Lemon Chiffon AMAOS. Put that back in here. There we go. Perfect. And down here, another view of that huge specimen Schomburkia we saw earlier, but we have a couple other flowers. This one, unfortunately, is on its way out, but gosh, that would have been beautiful to see. Really, really special. And then here's a better view of that Schomburkia. Holy cow. That is amazing. All right, now over here, like you said, these are some of the plants that will be making their way into that first greenhouse that we just showed you. There's not too much in bloom over on this side, but still really, really pretty. Just to take a walk through their nursery. They have bifoliates on the way and more specimens growing. Gabriel was telling me they don't really sell orchids that aren't blooming size. So if you're going to buy a plant from here, it's going to be blooming size, which is awesome. You don't always get that from nurseries, but you do at Quest. Look at this cute little flower. This I think is an epidendrum. It looks kind of like an epidendrum to me. Wonderful little flowers. And now look at this. Check out this show of blooms. Amazing, amazing stuff here at Quest Orchids. Let's see if I can get this tag. Yeah, you can kind of see that. Like I said, I don't want to break any tags or pull any out that aren't coming out, but look at that. Obviously on its way out, unfortunately missed it, but here's the name. And this one caught my eye from a mile away. Also almost done. What a flower. This is pretty. And we are going to take a walk over to their Vanda house after we show off these amazing Cattleyas. Look at this. I like the growth habit on this one. I'm trying to see if the tag is accessible at all. I see it. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit. It looks like it's in the roots pretty well. But what a flower. And then of course, look at that. Crisp white. Very delicate pink on the tip of each petal. That is beautiful. Oh my gosh. What a flower. There's the name. Let's see if we can zoom in. This guy's just opening. BLC Golden Zell by, let's see, that tag's pretty beat up. Chia Jim something. Put that back there. But wow. Really pretty. And look at this guy about to bloom. Dark maroon flower. Xinfang Lady Orchid. And this one is pretty too. Wow. Yeah, I can't get that tag out, unfortunately. But again, we're here at Quest Orchids, wonderful nursery here in Miami. If you're ever in the area, pay them a visit and stop by and see their incredible nursery. You definitely will not be disappointed at the blooms that they have here. Look at that. Here's the name. But if you live in Florida, like Gabriel had mentioned, they're going to be at this show upcoming in February. Boca Raton Orchid Society show and sale right before the Valentine's Day. Here's some more gorgeous blooms over here. Look at this guy. Really special flowers. And again, anything that I'm not able to show the tag, feel free to reach out to Gabriel, and he can assist some of these orchids in identifying these plants, and you may see them even at upcoming shows that they have upcoming. Look at this. This is one that I think is really, really special. Look at that flower with the speckling on the petals. Let's see. Really, really pretty. And the fragrance of these Cattleyas is also incredible. Here's some of the Phalaenopsis, of course, standard Phalaenopsis, and then this is where you can find the seedlings that aren't quite for sale yet, but they're growing up to be big and strong very, very soon. Okay, let's head over this way on this side of the greenhouse where they have even more blooms. Look at this. This is SLC Christopher Hauserman. Wow, that is spectacular. They have several divisions if you're interested. I'm going to come down here. They have even more blooms on this side of the greenhouse. They also have some dendrobiums. I know I haven't highlighted a ton of them, but they do have some dendrobiums. Not much in bloom for dendrobiums right now, but they have this wall of dendrobiums here that will be dropping their leaves and then preparing to bloom in the near future. But the Cattleyas are the showstoppers. Look at that. What a place. And look at this one here. Wow. I think this is Potnara Haysong Orange. Really, really amazing. And they have one Cattleya Trinai named after the first president of the American Orchid Society. And we'll actually get to see here in a little bit, which is very, very exciting. Look at this flower. Wow, so delicate. They have a great variety of hybrids and species. By Quest. So you can get a taste of everything. Look at this. Talk about gorgeous. Nice. Alright, we're going to come over here on this side. Once we finish over here, we're going to go into their Vanda house. These are all Digbyana. If you're looking for Cattleya Digbyana, known famously for its frilled lip, they have plenty to choose from here. What a place. You would be amazed. Definitely pay them a visit. Quest Orchids. See all of their amazing Cattleyas. Look at that. See the name here. Every color under the sun. They have a variety of orchid to please anyone. Here is the orchid named after the first AOS president. It is a species. Interestingly enough, you'd never guess. It looks like a hybrid, but it is a species Cattleya. Really, really, really wonderful. And of course, this one is on its way out, unfortunately, but look at the flower. Unreal. What a place. All right. I think we have a couple more blooms up ahead, and then we're going to head over to the Vandas to highlight the Vanda orchids. Look at this flower, wow. Whoops, sorry about that, folks. And like I said, they have varieties. These are just opening up. You can't really appreciate the flower, but really any orchid collector would be very impressed at this gorgeous nursery. Okay, let's go stop into the Vanda house. And now here is their Vanda house. And they have some Vandas I've never seen. Like, look at that. What a spectacular color that is. I've never seen a Vanda like this. This is Vanda Merv L. Velthwy by Ascasendra Tubdum Velvet. Wow, that is really cool. What a flower. Oh my gosh. I mean, you're gonna see some Vandas in here that I don't think I've seen anywhere else. Really special Vanda orchids. And they smell amazing too. Oh my gosh. There's the name of this guy. Really, really wonderful. Vandas of all different shapes and sizes. If you're looking for larger flowers or compact growers, here's the name of this one. Really, really cool. And look at them up above. Wow. You know, these are kind of backlit. I'm not sure if you can appreciate the colors on camera, but I did see this one down here that is so blue. Look at that. Oh my God. Oh, and it smells like, almost like grape. Wow. Okay, let's keep weaving through. See more gorgeous Vandas. There it is, the name here. Really, really pretty. And look at the dark colors on this one. Wow. Here's the name. So again, this is Quest Orchids, specializing in Cattleyas of all different varieties, but also wonderful Vandas. You can purchase Vandas here at Quest. And like I always encourage everyone to support local businesses and small businesses like Quest Orchids. They have a very small team, family-owned business that's been around since the 80s. And the care, love, attention, quality of plants that they have here is very easily seen. I'm sure you can see and appreciate that in the video, but you can tell that they are experts in their craft and have devoted themselves to growing gorgeous, gorgeous specimens for collectors like you and me. And we need to support small businesses like that. Whether you're here in Florida and you get to go to shows, stop by and see Quest Orchids at the shows. As you can see, you will definitely be impressed by the plants that they have. Oh, there's the name. I was wondering where the name was. There's a ton of Vandas in bloom here. Look at this. Oh, wow. That is gorgeous. Of course, these plants do so well down here in Florida. And they grow well for others in their greenhouses, but you know, you just get such a variety of plants in Florida. It's a very special place. And I'll include the information for Quest Orchids in the description of this video, so if you want to learn more, stop by, buy some plants, and support this amazing small business. You should. Look at this. Wow. That's so pretty. Look at that flower. I'm going to keep walking down this way. More of these gorgeous blooms. Whoops. They get caught sometimes on the plants. Gotta be careful. Wow. Really, really nice. And they're just everywhere, the blooms. Oh my gosh. Look at that. This is Vanda, Pachara's Delight. And now when I come over here and highlight this flower over here, I gotta be mindful of the puddles from watering, but look at that flower. That is really, really special, and it smells amazing too. I can get the tag over here. You can tell it has that gigantea growth habit, but Rankenstylus type flowers. Or Renanthera maybe, I'm not sure. I know many of my viewers know Vandas way better than me, so feel free to correct me in the comments. I take no offense. I'm learning just like everyone else about new orchids every time I visit these nurseries. Look at these. Oh man. What stuff they have here. You know, little bulbophyllum. Lone bulbo growing amongst the flowers. Look at this totally white Alba Vanda. Oh man, that's pretty. That's very pretty. I'm gonna keep walking down this way. I see a couple blooms here and there. I see a nice purple Vanda flower here. Look at that. Really, really special. And then look at this one up here. Oh my. I'm gonna try to zoom in Look at those blooms. Wow. That is special. I wonder if I can get closer to that. I don't know if I can. It's pretty close, pretty deep in there. I'll try to zoom in on this flower at least. Wow. For the Vanda lover, this is a place that you would be in heaven. I'm gonna duck down underneath. It's like a little adventure. Look at this guy. Wow. Really, really pretty stuff. All right, everybody. I have 3 more Vandas to show you here. And then I'm going to wrap up this tour of Quest Orchids. We have another stunning blue, purple color Vanda. This one just has a perfect flower. Wow, this I think is a Pachara Delight. Yep, it's a Pachara Delight. There we go. And then right above it is a stunning red. Wow, that's really pretty. Really, really pretty. Okay, I'm gonna climb out of here. I don't think that there's anything down this end that I'm missing. Nope. All right. I think I am now going to wrap up my tour of Quest Orchids. All right, everybody, that's going to conclude my tour of Quest Orchids. I hope you enjoyed. This is an amazing, amazing nursery filled with incredible Cattleyas, Vandas, and other orchids of different varieties. It was a great time. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did bringing it to all of you. I also want to thank Gabriel and his mother and father and the team here at Quest Orchids for letting me bring this amazing tour to all of you. So with that, I'm Bryan from Orchids by Bryan, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.